Hi everybody and welcome back to Relax My Dog. Now, today's video is quite an interesting one as me and Miley here are going to be talking about how to keep your dog off the bed. I know Milo's placement right now isn't the best because I'm on the floor and he's currently on the bed, so he's definitely winning right now. But if you would like to learn a little bit more about that and how you can stop your dog completely from getting up on the bed, then definitely do stay tuned for today's video. Now before we do get started, definitely do go down below to the comments and let me know, where does your dog sleep? Do they have their own bed? Do they sleep on the bed with you? Do they sleep on the floor? Let me know down below, what is your dog's bedtime routine and where do they sleep? But let's just get started. Now, it's no surprise that dogs like a warm and comfy place to sleep, like Milo is right now, so it's no surprise when a dog decides to jump and slide into your bed. However, it can get quite annoying, and if your dog does have fleas or they are muddy and you just don't want them on the bed at all, there definitely needs to be some boundaries between whether they're allowed on the bed or whether they are not. Milo, for example, now is found on the bed. If he was muddy or if he had fleas, he would not be on my bed right now, but he is completely fine being on there, plus I need him on there for him to be in the background of this video. So we actually have 5 different steps that you guys can use to teach your dog to stay off the bed. The first one sounds a little bit counterproductive, as that is to teach your dog to get on the bed. But obviously your dog needs to know that you are telling them what they are doing. So for example, to teach them to go up on the bed, you might say up and you might throw a treat onto the bed, and that will give an indication of your dog needs to get up onto the bed, and you can continue this process. Now step number 2 is to teach them to come off the bed. So you might decide to say off or down and throw a treat onto the floor, and just basically continue this process. Occasionally give them treats, but most of the time just sort of pointing or just saying the words, and then they will eventually learn that up means to get up on the bed and down means to get off the bed. Now number 3 is to play with your dog whilst you are on the bed and they are on the ground. So it might be a good idea to sort of get their favourite toy and just wave it on the floor and just play with them basically, but make sure that you are on the bed and they are on the floor, so that they sort of learn that there is so much fun to have when you are on the floor. Now number 4 is an important one if you don't have this, and that is to provide them with a place to sleep, whether they have a bed or even if there's like a place in your room like underneath a desk or somewhere for your dog to sleep that's out of the way. This will just make sure that they sort of know where their bed is, because if they have nowhere to sleep, they will obviously want to go somewhere that's warm and somewhere that's comfy. And then number 5 is to just continue with this process, continue saying up, saying down, do it occasionally with a treat just to show them they are doing something right. Make sure you're praising them every single time they do it, and if you find that your dog is wanting to sleep on your bed at bedtime, make sure you are keeping this up all the way up to bedtime and all the way into the morning. If they get up in the middle of the night, don't just let them off, make sure you're telling them down and make sure you make them get down, because otherwise they'll just think that it'll go over their head and they won't even think about it. But that is it for this week's video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, don't forget to comment down below letting me know, whereabouts does your dog sleep? Do they have their own bed or do they just sleep with you? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, don't forget to follow us over on our other socials. We have Facebook, Twitter and also Instagram, so if you do have any of those, make sure you're following us. We post memes on pretty much every single social, so you are definitely going to be having some lols over there. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to check out our previous video, which is all the way on the other side of this screen, and you can also click the button just in the middle of the screen and that'll make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next week for next week's video. Bye!